Good afternoon, everybody. This is JJ with the Obama Factor 727. If you'd like to contact me and make comments about my posting, you can email me at obamafactor727@gmail.com. My only hope and wish is that you pass this video around, that you subscribe, and just let other people know what's going on. I figured like I'm a spark to the fire, and as you know, it only takes a spark to get a fire going. So why not join me and let's raise the consciousness of the American people about Obama and how he is a major factor on what's happening to our paychecks and our health care. One of the things I wanted to bring you up to speed about, I haven't commented on the news lately because there's been so much going on, and I've been very, very frustrated. For example, IBM, UPS, Aetna, the large insurance company, is not going to join any of the health exchanges because of Obamacare. Delta is cutting benefits to their employees. So is IBM, UPS. IBM, for example, is cutting medical benefits for the retirees. Now, here's people that have worked all their lives for IBM, 30 plus years or 25 plus years, and we're counting on that health care, and now IBM is saying we can't afford it because of Obamacare. And one of the first promises President Obama made was to say that it's not going to increase the cost. It's going to drive down the cost, which is completely a lie and opposite of the truth. He also said it wasn't a tax, and then he goes to the Supreme Court and argues that it is a tax in order to get the law passed. Another lie. How many lies do we have to put up with when it comes to Benghazi, when it comes to the IRS, when it comes to Obamacare, do we have to put up with? I don't know if many of you know this, but there has been a bill submitted to impeach Obama this last week. So I would encourage you to support it and call your congressmen, senators, or email them and let them know that you support the impeachment of Obama. Only because of these factors. I want you to think about it. Hours are being cut because of Obamacare. People are losing benefits because of Obamacare. So wages are going down, people are losing their jobs, and they're losing their health insurance. And this is a good thing. You feel good about that. So obviously Obama's out of control. He keeps going around. Oh, you're going to love this. You are going to love this. He's going around the country saying how great the economy's doing. Speech after speech, we're doing great. I've created all these jobs, la, la, la. And then on the congressional floor, Democrats are arguing an increase in food stamps, and unemployment for people because there's not enough jobs out there, and that the economy is in a disastrous position. So we need more food stamps. We need greater unemployment, insurance coverage, basically. And so on one hand, you have them arguing that the economy is great, and then the Democrats on the floor saying the economy sucks, and let's increase our unemployment and food stamp program, welfare, basically. Do you realize that since, oh my gosh, Tip O'Neill, since Tip O'Neill, that ages me a little bit, but when he was in charge of the Congress, when he was the Speaker of the House, since then we have spent over $1 trillion in unemployment costs and food stamps. And we haven't improved the situation one bit. We're still spending more money on food stamp program than we ever have. Oh, and then there's the Obama phone. There's a great program out there where anybody can get a free phone. In fact, on Fox News, a lady went on, which she didn't even qualify for, just to prove how ridiculous this program is, and she obtained 4 phones. And she lied, obviously, and she said, because nobody checks anything, she's just proving how corrupt the government is. So she received 4 free Obama phones, cell phones, to make calls. That started off at a couple $1 million. Now it's in the hundreds of millions of dollars. It is a scam, and nobody is saying a thing about it. And the Congress is not trying to stop it or cut it or defund it or nothing. Although they did vote this week to defund Obamacare. And as you know, that's going to be put up in the Senate. Harry Reid's going to go, no, we're not going to vote on this. Throw it back to the Congress, and Congress is going to do this, which I think is genius. they're going to fund certain segments of the government. They're going to go, okay, we're not going to fund Obamacare, but we will do this. We'll fund the military. We'll send over an appropriation bill for that, and we'll fund that. So, but it won't include Obamacare, but we will fund the military. So it's going to be up to Harry Reid and President Obama to say, no, we're not going to do it. So it's not the Republicans that are not trying to fund the government. It's just the Democrats saying, if you don't fund Obamacare, we're going to shut down the government. That's what they're saying. And well, there's a majority of Americans that are saying, we don't want Obamacare. IBM, again, cutting off the retirees. UPS, cutting off the spouses for the UPS drivers and airline pilots. Aetna saying it's not going to join the exchanges. Delta Airlines cutting back benefits, laying people off because of Obamacare. The unions don't want Obamacare because of the cost and the expense. I mean, how many people have to say no to this guy for it to get through his thick head that we do not want Obamacare? We need to scrap it. And how many people are stupid enough to vote for Pelosi up in San Francisco who said, let's pass this 2,000-page bill and then figure out what's in it? She said that. It's on record. My gosh. I mean, really? We want somebody in Congress like that? It's insane, you guys. It's insane. The Federal Reserve, I'm going to leave with this, maybe a little bit about Benghazi, but the Federal Reserve is spending $80 billion a month, or about $85 billion a month out of thin air, creating money out of thin air, okay? And they're buying mortgage-backed securities, which is a fixed asset, okay? It's our loans. It's our mortgage loans on our home, okay? So they're creating money out of thin air, poof, and they're buying a physical asset. That should drive you crazy. It drives me crazy. And especially if you understand the Federal Reserve and how they came about. It's a private organization. It's no more federal than Federal Express. It's just a private company owned by 9 families. Congress really gave up the wealth of America when they created the Federal Reserve. It gave up, or actually we asked the power to coin and print money to the Federal Reserve. They're not going to cut back spending. They're not going to cut back this continuous QE, quantitative easing, I should say, QE 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. They're not going to stop, because if they did, the whole system would collapse. The bonds would go crazy, stock market would dive, banks would collapse. There's no way. They can't. It's just not going to happen. You know, unless they want to bring in SDRs, unless, I mean, you can Google that, what that is, SDRs. Anyway, so you can check that out for yourself. I could go into another 10 minutes on that, and I know I want to keep these videos short. So anyway, this is JJ with the Obama Factor and how President Obama is affecting us and raising our taxes, cutting our hours, and increasing our health care costs. So hope you guys enjoy this. Please do email me, pass this video around. Let's be the spark. Let's start this fire and keep people aware and engaged in what's going on. Call your congressman, call your senator, email them, whatever. Let them know that you're opposed to Obamacare. Thank you very much. Look forward to talking to you soon. This is JJ. I'm out.